G'day there, it's Bread Fan here once again. Just decided to make a quick video guide about how to farm gold before Mists of Pandaria hits. We are only 2 weeks away from the MOP launch at this point in time. Yeah, so basically this particular area, farming Troggs in Deepholm, it's not a new place. Like, you're probably familiar with this. This is like an old favourite. It's pretty much the best place to farm in the game. It has been right through the expansion, and you know, obviously use a potion of treasure finding. The big reason why I make this video is to kind of remind people about it, because a lot of you will know about it, but maybe people haven't really thought so much about what it's like here since the latest patch 5.04, where AoE looting was introduced. You end up farming like just so much quicker. I end up getting about at least 2 to 3 times the cash just in pickups from coins and greys and other vendorable items, and of course I get at least double, maybe triple the number of treasure chests that I got before as well. Obviously before the patch. So what you're seeing in the background here is just some footage of the circuit that I usually take when I'm farming Troggs. This is one of 2 areas to farm. This is my preference, and it's the place that everyone can go and farm Troggs. The other place, it is a little bit more difficult to solo. You kind of have to, yeah, really be on the ball with your self-healing, and it's a bit more limited. In saying that, while everyone can do this, there are some classes that this works better for. Obviously, I'm on my Death Knight, but essentially all I'm doing, as you can see, is occasionally Death and Decaying and spamming Howling Blast. And the best classes to do this on are your classes with burst AoE. So that's your DKs, of course, with Howling Blast, your warriors, hunters are, you know, maybe the best of the range classes. And honestly, yeah, I think range classes in general maybe aren't quite so good for doing this. For example, I play a druid main spec, and my DPS spec is Boomkin. And yeah, I much prefer my DK, even though my Boomkin is much more geared. It just doesn't have the instant burst DPS. It involves me dropping mushrooms, involves me doing hurricanes, and in the end I just can't quite move as quickly as I can while I'm on my DK. So the idea is I'll actually fly around and I'll pick out any packs of mobs with, I try to get more than 5 Troggs, so 6+. I'll stop off at packs of 5 occasionally if it's convenient. But generally, yeah, I'll just fly straight past the smaller packs, just because it's not really worth stopping at that point I fly. The advantage of farming this way, obviously, farming and grinding like this is not the most fun way to play the game. It's actually pretty boring. You know, like, I understand that as well. I'm not into it so much, but you know, with the potion of treasure finding, you've got that 1 hour timer. So what you can do is you can just find a time when you know, just have nothing to do. I have to admit that's happening a lot to me lately, as you know, Kata winds down and MOP is around the corner. We don't have a scenario yet, so there's not really anything to do. It puts a timer up there, so it's a goal to work towards, and that's a huge help. I'd never find the motivation to grind without the potion of treasure finding, but this gives me an end point. And after that hour's up, I'm going to go and do something else. So, I'm currently equipping all 22 slot bags on my Death Knight at the moment, and I found that they basically all filled up at about 39 minutes in to the farming. So with 21 minutes left to go on the flask, I had to make a trip over to the vendor off all my greys and any food and water and, you know, useless junk that you otherwise pick up, and I had to do the same again with about 6 minutes to go. So you'll see, because I had a lot less space free up than at the start. I started out this run with essentially 0 gold. I actually started out with 76 silver, and also nothing in my bags except for my hearthstone and my potions of treasure finding. Now, to get to this area, I wish I could show you the world map. Unfortunately, I didn't think to record that. I was actually having a bit of a problem with fraps today. But basically, you head outside the Temple of Earth, you head directly west towards Stonehearth, and just a little bit north of Stonehearth, you'll run into some friendly NPCs, I hope, if you've cleared this area, or quested up to this area, I should say. And actually, another little tip that I picked up, well, not so much a tip as a little cool feature that's been added with this AoE looting. If you start to loot, you can actually start mounting while looting. And what happens is, because of the way AoE loots, well, the way AoE loot works, it actually queues commands, and so it'll actually queue your mount command for after you finish looting. So you can be like looting like 50 items, you can hit mount while you're looting, and then it'll just mount you up after you finish looting, which is pretty cool. It's just one of those little features that I guess I appreciate. Maybe you won't, maybe you'll think it's kind of cool as well. So now that my potion's wrapped up, I'm just going to show you what exactly I pulled in from that hour run. As you can see, I've got about 650 gold from that one. I end up with 30 stacks of embersilk cloth and some left over, a ton of Kata 77 to 83 greens, I should say, as well as a blue thrown in there. And from the treasure chests, in addition to the extra embersilk cloth and cash, a bunch of volatiles, a bunch of pyrite ore, and a bunch of elementium ore. Basically, pretty good haul, I'd say, for an hour's work. And I might annotate the video with what I made overall, but this is what I made in an hour of farming, and obviously anything else that I make is the hour of farming plus time spent on the auction house afterwards, so I do want to make that distinction. Maybe the best place in the game to farm embersilk cloth, certainly, and if you sell them all, you'll do quite well out of it. So anyway, I hope this has helped you somewhat, maybe refresh your memory on some good places to go and farm some money pre-mop, and I hope you can go and grind yourself enough money to keep you afloat in mop, at least for a little while. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to leave your feedback in the comments, or like the video if you do like it, and subscribe, because I am definitely keen to put out a little bit more content, and I'd love to get some feedback, because it all helps me improve and get content out there that's worth watching. So thanks very much, and I'll catch you next time.